Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, back at you with another new part of What If Izuku Had a Gundam / Gunpla quirk. This is part 12. In the last part, we are about to begin that of the UA Sports Festival's Gundam Battle Royale, as this is the event that many people from heroes to civilians to even that of the students themselves are excited for, as since there wasn't that many students in that of the Gunpla course for both classes M and L, they decided to make a rule that anybody from the other courses, as long as they have a Gunpla, can join, while also being told to sign that of a waiver, given that their Gunplas can be damaged in this battle after all. So yeah, as 5 students from Class 1A and 5 students from Class 1B have now taken part, with Izuku getting excited for this event, as he's also been waiting for this opportunity to take on a few people from UA as well. As the Battle Royale was starting off strong, with Izuku sending out his newest Gunpla being his 00 Exia. However, it seems that those of Class 1A and Class 1B were being picked off one by one by those from Class 1M, as they want to shine in their own way by taking out those whose basically whole purpose is to shine in the sports festival. So that's their strategy and their plan before taking on their fellow Gunpla battlers in Class 1L. So with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Currently in that of the atmosphere, basically above that of the surface and below that of space, two SD Gundams are currently fighting against a few people from that of general studies and the business course, and one support course class student as well. As 2 of the general course students, one of them has that of a Gundam Barbatos 3rd frame, armor frame, and the other one is piloting that of a Verde Buster Gundam. The other business course students are piloting that of a Arios Gundam and Gundam Astray Frame Red flight unit. However, as for the support course students, as they have that of a custom model Gundam, it has multiple parts from other Gundams. However, the parts that stand out the most is that of its head, its legs, and its back, as its backpack has that of the wire-guided funnels of the Navigator Gundam, and its legs have that of the Lancer funnels of the Lucifer Gundam, and its head, that of the Infinite Justice Gundam, as they are wielding that of a heavy beam cannon, we from the other courses decided to work together as well. I mean, hearing that one of the classes of the Gunpla course is working together to take down that of Class 1A and Class 1B sounds pretty dangerous. So we decided to work together. Isn't that right, guys? Within, many of them couldn't help but agree, as their Gunpla heads were also, shaking in agreement with it. As for Toru, she's also piloting her custom-made Gunpla that she made herself, actually, an SD model, as she calls that of the Elemental Gundam, as its color scheme is all red and blue, as for the other SD model being that of the member of Class 1L, the same class that Izuku in, and his friend since middle school, being Suzuya and her, custom-made Phoenix Gundam, as it has that of an extra backpack and a few more extra armor attachments as well. Soon, Suzuya can help but say, really? I was really looking forward to taking on at least that of Jin and possibly even that of Izuku. And maybe some from that of Class 1M too, but soon Toru speaking up saying, But I guess we gotta deal with these guys first before we can go find them. And then after that, we can see on who's the best of SD pilots after all. With then, both girls couldn't help but smirk. However, even though Toru's face cannot be seen, she's also smirking as well. As soon the other members of the other courses couldn't help but get annoyed at this, as the Barbatos user alongside that of the Aerios Gundam user couldn't help but rush at them. With then soon, both girls split apart, with Suzuya pulling out her beam pistols, firing multiple shots down to that of the Barbatos and the Aerios, within the Aerios transforming into its aerial mode, as it soon shot its own beam shots right at her as well, as Suzuya soon changes the trajectory of her Phoenix Gundam, within soon bringing out her beam saber, as it being quite a long beam saber at that. Within soon, the Barbatos user bringing out his long sword, hoping to clash with it. However, as soon as they clash, the long sword of the Barbatos was soon cut in half, before then severing the arm that was basically attached to it. Within soon, the general studies course user could help but be shocked, saying, "What? But that's in..." Within soon, cutting off the Barbatos's head. Before then, the Aerios Gundam tries to send more and more shots, hell, even opening up its prongs before bringing out that of its beam blade within inside of it. With then saying, "You're done for now. Everybody knows SD Gundams are trash." With then soon hearing that, Suzuya couldn't but be pissed, saying, "I am so sick of that stereotype." With then soon basically putting away the pistols before using that of the long range beam cannons on its back, bringing them forward before firing them together, destroying the Aerios Gundam as a whole with one solitary blast. Within soon, the other two members of the courses that they're from couldn't help but be shocked and surprised that an SD Gundam had that much power. Within, the Verde Buster user couldn't help but be shocked, saying, "SD Gundams are normally just a joke. Nothing, even if they're custom made, they're not supposed to be that powerful." With then soon, Toru couldn't help but say, "Don't underestimate those who use that of SD models." With soon, she pulls out her beam rifle, as it being that of a full-on dragon head. With then soon, with both hands, basically fires down a barrage of multiple beam fires. With then soon, the Verde Buster countering it with his own beam shots as well, from its scattergun and its beam rifle launcher as well. However, Toru, seeing the perfect opportunity, flies down, soon switches to her main melee weapon, as it being that of a serpent beam sword, as it being a massive beam sword as a whole, within soon cutting right into the torso of the Verde Buster. As for the Astray Red, as it has that of its Gear-10 straight sword, anti-beam sword, as the katana-like sword was about to cut down onto the custom-made SD Gundam, as the pilot can help but scream out, "You're finished! Nothing can bring down!" Within soon, using that of the massive beam sword, basically defends the attack before then adjusting the length of her beam cannon, within soon pointing it straight at the cockpit. With soon, he's saying, "What? How is that so easily? It's an SD Gundam. It's not supposed to have that much strength and power." Within soon, unloading a barrage of multiple beam shots coming from the dragon head barrel. Within soon, as feeling the damage and basically struggling in strength to continue to bring down the katana-like sword. Within soon, Toru flying away, as then soon going up and then slicing the astray Gundam in half horizontally, with then soon it basically explodes as well. With then soon the Toru sees basically the barrel of one of the Lucifer Gundam's beam funnels, with then she dodging multiple shots coming off of her. However, it's the same also for that of Suzui as well, as she's basically trying to dodge each and every shot from that of the wire guided funnels as well. With then both girls basically come back together with both of their SD Gundams look at each other as they begin to blink before dodging more and more shots and wire guided blast. With it soon, the support course user can up and say, seriously, you Gunpla course students are basically all talk and no style. At least for me and for those like me in the support course, Gundam is basically an inspiration for many of us. Sure, we create support gear to help out heroes and everything else like that, but people like me who was inspired by that of the Gundam series, I wanted to create that as support gear looking exactly like those from the Gundams. I wanted to make their beam weapons, their sabers, their rifles, even the backpacks and many more to help out in pros. But sometimes you can't always get what you want, especially when you're limited on the supplies that you can get. So, the best way I can show my skills and show the potential of Gundam is through my Gunpla. After all, my Gundam Liberator will always stand tall! With then soon preparing his massive beam cannon, with soon firing on to both girls. Within soon, both girls couldn't help but say at the same time, just shut up! With soon, both the Phoenix Gundam Beam Saber and the Beam Sword of the Elemental Gundam cuts off the arms of the Gundam Liberator. With then soon, the guy couldn't help but be shocked and surprised, saying, But how? With then soon, Toru saying, your Gundam seems strong and capable, especially with all the parts that you basically added onto it. With then soon, Suzuya saying, but there's no style behind it. You just basically just made it that of a powerhouse long-range Gundam. It doesn't seem like you even made anything for close range, besides possibly those arms of the Gundam Age full body. But even so, that's not going to change anything. You just randomly created a powerhouse Gunpla with no form of balance whatsoever. With then soon, the support course student couldn't help but say, You gotta be kidding me! Before then soon, both girls bring out their main beam weapons, with Suzuya bringing out her beam pistol, and Toru brings out her beam cannon rifle, as they both aim, and soon with both shots basically coming together, destroying the Gundam Liberator. With then soon, the support course student is out of the battle royale as well. Outside of the battle, for the crowd, everybody's excited, seeing both Toru and Suzuya SD Gundams take down basically 5 normal model Gundams, especially one custom-made normal model Gundam. With then soon, Mina could help but scream out, yeah, that's my bestie for you! Suyu could help but speak up saying, I knew Toru was good, but I didn't think she was that good. Within Ojiro speaking up saying, I believe she told me that she was actually pretty good, to be honest. Good enough to even rival Midoriya to be in Gunpla battles. With then soon, Shoji speaking up saying, yeah, she said that she and Midoriya were rivals back in middle school. So makes sense that the two are pretty good at facing against one another. With then hearing that, Bakugo basically staring at Toru's Elemental Gundam even more, thinking, rivals to Deku? Maybe not in quirk strength, but in this damn Gunpla battle, he sees her as a rival, and yet doesn't see me as one? The hell is wrong with him? As he couldn't help but grit his teeth and clench his fist even more. Within, soon, also Shoto hearing Shoji's comment as well. Within thinking, rivals. In just Gunpla battle? Maybe. But Hakagori didn't even make it into the third round for the sports festival, and yet Midoriya sees her as a better rival. Whatever. It doesn't matter anyway. I just need to beat him, and that's it. Within soon, back on that of Class 1B side, within soon, Kendo couldn't help but speak up, saying, "Man, it's a real shame. To be honest, I knew that Class 1A was getting taken out, but knowing that we are also being taken out as well." Within soon, Tetsu could help but speak up, also saying, "Hey, don't count us out just yet, Kendo. After all, both Awase and Shota are also still in this. After all, there's no way Class 1B is going to go down." Then soon, Yui speaking up, saying, "Don't count their chickens before they hatch, Tetsu." As the stoic girl basically said this so blandly, Caruero couldn't help but basically snicker a lot, saying, "Looks like they're also being hunted too by those of Class 1M." As those of Class 1B look at the screen, within soon, and that of a jungle area on the surface, and that of the thick wood, within both Gunplas piloted by that of students from Class 1B are being chased down by that of a custom model Gundam. And it's bulky, big, and basically just looking to destroy. And from its red eyes alone, it looks like it's ready to destroy anything that comes in its path. With both Awase and Shota are also in their Gunplas as well. Awase piloting that of a Yakushiki J model, basically a transformable Yakushiki, and Shota also piloting in his Gunpla being the Gundam X, as both of them try to land multiple shots onto the massive blue and gray mobile suit Gunpla, as it basically blocks each and every one of their shots, as it has that of multiple shields basically defending it from all around, even having that of the Gundam G2 basically radiant shield onto it as well, within bringing out its smart beam rifle, is using that of the shield as that of a platform to aim. Within soon, the Gunpla pilot couldn't help but say, "Targets locked, firing." Within soon, multiple beam shots being shot like that of a Gatling gun, like that of a submachine gun, began to spread out to both of them as they as each shot does miss. However, a few shots do land on them, especially on Awase and his Yakushiki. Within, Awase couldn't help but be somewhat annoyed, saying, "Damn it! No matter what we do, we can't bring it down." Within, Shota also getting hit as well, saying, I guess we got no choice. One of us has to play decoy to bring it down. And then after that, one of us needs to destroy it once and for all while it stumbled." Within, soon Awase saying, "Yeah, but I guess I have to be the one doing it." Then soon Shota saying, "But Awase," saying, "My Yakushiki wasn't really made for long drawn out battles like this. After all, it's mostly made for mobility and basically long range combat. So I got this." Then soon, turning around while still hovering, he soon fires multiple beam shots before then switching his wings to aim its beam cannon straight at that of the custom-made Gunpla as well. Then soon saying, "Take this, you son of a bitch!" Then soon firing a barrage of beam shots down onto the custom model, as using the shields to defend itself. However, it soon engulfed in that of massive smoke, as Awase saying, "Shota, now!" Then soon, the small pudgy boy of Class 1B flies up in the air. Within soon, a high-powered beam soon basically pierces right through that of the Yakushiki. Within, it explodes, with soon flying up in the air as Shota prepares his satellite beam rifle. With then soon, it adjusts itself as it begins to, even though it's currently the day, it still can absorb that of solar radiation, given that this is a Gunpla battle. So the laws of the normal Mobile Suit Gundam X series doesn't apply here. Within saying, Awas, I promise you, I'll bring this guy down, and your sacrifice won't mean for nothing. Within soon, firing down the massive beam cannon onto the custom model. Within looking up, the beam basically makes contact with that of the mobile suit. Within soon causing that of a massive explosion that forcing Shota to fly up even further. But then thinking, I did it. I actually did it. With then soon, and that's of a blink of an eye, a huge mobile suit begins to fly out of the smoke, being the custom model, as it soon brings out its main melee weapon as being that of a beam axe tomahawk. Within soon cutting the Gundam X into two. Within Shota seeing this saying, I didn't do anything. That mobile suit is a monster. Within soon, the Gundam X explodes. As for the custom-made Gunpla, basically stands back onto the ground. Within soon, seeing all of the destroyed greenery of the jungle, saying, even though it's only computer generated, it's a shame to see such a lovely jungle basically destroyed. Within soon, getting a better look at the guy, as it being that of a young man with that of blue hair, short blue hair, with that of also green eyes as well, as this being a member of Class 1M, Higuri Matsuo, and his custom-made Gunpla being that of the Roadblock Gundam, putting away his tomahawk and soon bring back his smart rifle. Within soon getting in contact with his fellow classmates, saying, I've taken out the remaining members of Class 1B. All that remains is the two members from that of Class 1A. Well, the one from Class 1A and Class 1L. With then soon 4 other people soon appear, as it being that of 2 girls and 2 guys. One of the girls looking like that of a kid. However, her eyes say otherwise, given that she looks quite mature, given that of the crimson look in them, with her hair standing out the most, being that of a teal blue. As for the other one, as she has that of a mature look to her, it shows that no blemishes whatsoever, with that of her long, dirty blonde hair basically shining out as well. As for one of the young man, he has that of raven black hair. However, what stands out that shines more about his face is that he has that of hair basically coming out of almost everywhere on the side of him, almost like that of and it's really close to his hair on the top of his head as well. As for the other young man, as he has that of a stoic look, also stoic look to him, but the eyes say that he sees himself as superior as well, as with that of brown spiky hair, with that of amber eyes. With soon, the amber eyed boy can up and say, "Good work. We've already taken care of the rest of the others from Class 1A and Class 1B as well." As the childish girl can up and say, "Seriously, these guys really are weak as hell. Their Gunplas are basically straight builds, No modifications whatsoever. Well, maybe that Yayorozu chick, but nothing else. Within Sue, the other girl saying, "It's to be expected. Many people who build Gunplas basically just build them for fun and all that. And even if they do battle with them, they mostly battle them in that of Gunpla Battle Nexus or that of VR. As for the hairy one, come up and say, we still need to bring down those of our sister class. Also, turns out there's still one more Class 1A student as well. She's most likely in the atmosphere with one of the people from Class 1L. With then hearing that, the mature haired girl can help but say, I'll go. My dominant Gundam is able to fly up that high after all. So I shall handle this. With then Sue hearing that, the brown-haired guy could up and say, do what you like, Nomura, but this battle royale is to show that we are not second places to those of the hero course and to those of our fellow Gunpla course as well. So try not to get yourself killed, not to go out in that of shame. With then soon, she couldn't help but scoff before signing out. With then soon, beast-like boy couldn't help but sigh, saying, if you need me, I'll be trying to see if I can find that Midoriya. I'm going to find Midoriya. Within soon, the childish girl saying, ooh, you're going to go against the champ? Ooh, I want to go too. With then him couldn't help but sigh, saying, fine, just stay out of my way though. I want to beat him myself, Hiyori. With then signing out, as then the girl named Hiyori also signing out too. Within Higuri couldn't help but say, so, what are we going to do, Tatsume? Within the guy, the brown-haired, amber-eyed boy known as Tatsume, couldn't help but say, same plan as always. Fine, we eradicate all those of Class 1A and Class 1B. There's only one left. We're going to find her and destroy her. With that, soon, signing out. As then, the Roadblock Gundam continues on its rampage to find more of those who stand in that of Class 1M's path. Speaking of Izuku, on the other hand, he's still in that of the Earth's and still in space right now. He plans on heading down into that of the atmosphere and then going to the surface as well, believing that's most likely on where most of the action is already at. And also hearing that many of his classmates from Class 1A have already been taken out proves that they were being targeted from the very beginning. Still wanting to keep an eye out, with then soon passing right past that of Izuku and his 00 Exia, alongside his base platform being that of the Gundam Age Magnum Mark II after all, with as it being that of another custom-made Gunpla. However, this custom-made Gunpla is so familiar that Izuku already knows on who it is. With then, as the Gunpla comes in action, as his armor seems that of bulky, but its typing seems familiar from a certain Gundam series. However, the shape and form of the armor pieces, though, are something that Izuku knows all too well, as this is a custom-made Destiny Gundam, but its armor is similar to that of Gundam that you would see in Iron Blood Orphans. Within, Izuku could up and say, seriously? Jin really is serious if he's busting out this Gunpla. With then soon, Jin saying, right you are, Izuku. You remember this Gunpla. I spent years basically creating the parts for this, especially replicating them is similar to that of the Destiny Gundam after all. This is the Byleth Gundam. With soon, as seeing that of the custom-made Destiny Gundam with the parts and frame of the Iron Blood Orphan series, with showing some parts from that of the Barbatos Gundam Lupus Rex being its tail blade, and even its claws as well, with then Izuku preparing his beam saber bayonets, with his GN beam saber bayonets, with then Jin saying, "Hang on, Izuku, I'm not here to fight you, at least not yet." With then soon Izuku couldn't help but be shocked, saying, "Wait, what? You're not?" With then soon Jin saying, "Of course not. If anything, I want to fight you for last. Sure, if we could working together, we could probably take out that bastard Matsuda, but that's not the problem here. The problem is our sister class from the Gunpla course." Within Izuku, eyes widening, saying, "Class 1M," saying, "Yeah, they're working together to bring us down one by one. Makes sense, given that they're a class that wants to shine just as much as the rest of us. And what many of us wanted to see this as that of a fun competition to see on who's the best of UA, they're trying to see this as a way to actually branch out and prove what they're capable of to that of the Gunpla community and get scouted out by crews after all." Within Izuku saying, "Right, definitely makes sense. But," within saying, "but they're doing whatever it means to cost to stand out. From people who just want to have fun to those who just want to show what they're capable of. They are just doing this so they can basically prove that they're the best. That's not the kind of battle I want to have, knowing that they're basically looking down our necks, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike, especially when they probably want to bring you down, specifically Izuku." Within, Izuku saying, "So what do you propose, Jin?" Saying, "Work together. We need to find Hakagore and Kira as well." Within saying, "Right, Toru and Suzuwa would be are most likely all by themselves. Probably working together given that they both love SD Gundams, but still." Saying, "So, ready to find them?" Saying, "You got it." As then, both friends and rivals heading down to the atmosphere so they can go down to the surface. However, in the distance, right outside of the colony, in the space layer, as it being that of GN particles floating just like that of Izuku's, but instead of the bright blue, these are basically what you would see in the typical green of the Gundam 00 series. As the pilot being that of Jin Matsuda, saying, "I'll wait for the perfect opportunity. It's only going to be me and Midoriya. I'll prove it. I'll prove that I'm better than him. No one is going to stand in my way." With then soon heading into the atmosphere, within both Toru and Suzuya are basically about to head down to the surface. With then soon a custom-made Gunpla, the same Gunpla that basically took down that of Momo, is heading towards that of Toru and Suzuya, as it soon transforms back into its normal form, as it being a transformable mobile suit Gunpla, as it being the girl from Class 1M, known as Nomura. Within soon, both Toru and Suzuya get on guard in their SD Gundams. Within soon, Nomura saying, "My name is Kitomi Nomura, member of Class 1L. I have no business for you for now. I am only here for the girl from Class 1A, Toru Hakakore." Then soon, Toru came up and say, "Me? But what?" Then realizing, "You're from Class 1M, aren't you?" As Nomura saying, Yes, I am." As Shisu prepares her beam rifle, saying, "Like I said, stand out of my way." Within soon, Suzuya saying, "Toru and I are friends, and I plan on fighting against her myself to see on who is the best SD Gunpla battler. After all, it's what we both dreamed of doing against one another. So, and if you plan on getting in the way of that battle, then," within soon, Nomura saying, "Suit yourself." As then she fires multiple shots from her beam rifle, with then soon both girls dodge each and every one of the shots. with then soon rushing towards them as she soon pulls out one of her beam sabers. Within soon, Suzuya brings out her two beam sabers as well. With then the two Gunpla battlers begin to clash between one another, as their slashes are basically precise with each and every one. Nomura basically trying to take down that of Suzuya's Phoenix Gundam, and that of its most easiest weak spot being its head, after all, given how huge it is, while Suzuya is moving around trying to find that of weakness in her custom made Gundam, being the dominant Gundam. As the clash continues, within soon Toru prepares to aim as well, within soon sending that of a powerful blast. However, instead of the typical pink beam energy fire that you would see, instead the blast turns into that of a blue and red pure energy, with the red turning into that of flames and the blue turning into that of water. With then soon the blast basically aims into that of the dominant Gundam's back, with it causing a lot of damage as pieces begin to fly off onto that of the ground from the air, with her saying, "Damn it, I should have known. This is the same girl that's said to be rival to Midoriya. I shouldn't have taken my eyes off her, and I shouldn't be wasting my time." Within soon kicking away that of Suzuya and her Phoenix, within soon rushing towards that of Toru, within saying, "I'm not wasting any more time on you. Those from Class 1A must be eliminated," as she prepares her Mega Beam Launcher Cannon Shield, with then as trying to charge it at point blank at that of Toru, with then soon Toru was about to prepare to dodge and wait for the perfect time to strike. Within soon, the cannon was basically fired upon. Realizing this, Nomura basically dodges it and ditches that of her shield as well, and flying off. With then soon, she wonder, but how? How is that? As then Izuku and Jin soon arrive to support their friends, with Suzuya seeing Jin saying, "Jin, you came for me." With Jin going, "Of course I would. And besides, I've heard, you think I would just basically leave you all by yourself again?" With then Izuku flying towards that of Toru saying, You doing all right, Toru?" With her saying, "Hey, good now knowing you're here, but I think I could have handled it myself, so no need to dote on me." Within, Izuku couldn't help but smile. Within, soon, Nomura realizing, "Damn, I should have taken her out when I had the chance. Now reinforcements have came. Guess my calculations were a little bit off. Well then, best time to retreat is." With then soon, a beam fire basically comes down on dominant Gundam as well. With then soon looking down, seeing on where the beam shots came from, as they came from that of that custom-made Gundam Mark II, as it being Tatsume Gunpla, saying, "I told you, Nomura, do not go out in that of a dishonorable way. If you do, I would be the one to shoot you down." With then soon, the dominant Gundam begins to explode. Within, all four of them could not be shocked and surprised seeing this. Toru saying, Who took her out?" With then soon Jin saying, it wasn't Ray. Definitely not that guy." Within soon, Izuku saying, "There's only one people it could be. It had to be those from her own class. They shot her down." With Izuku couldn't help but clench his fists over the control spears. Within soon, heading down to the surface in blinding speed, using that of the Gundam Age 2's Magnum. With then soon Toru saying, "Izuku, wait!" With then Jin couldn't help but sigh, saying, "Ugh, he hates when people basically backstab their teammates." With then heading closer and closer, Within soon, Tatsuya couldn't help but basically smirk, saying, "So you took the bait." Sorry about that, Nomura. I really am. But like I told you, I refuse to have those who basically put shame to our classroom. Shame to the base, to those who are part of my team. With then soon preparing that of another powerful shot. However, instead of just using one beam rifle, he uses two. Within soon multiple gun ports on that of the arms, and even that of an Agni cannon on the back begins to open up on the lower on that of the torso from his backpack. With then soon saying, "My Gundam Mark II burst never misses a shot." And I mean never. With then, as the red eyes are locked on to Izuku, as he couldn't help but smirk, before then soon getting pushed back to the ground. With then, out of its own personal camouflage, he couldn't help but see that of his fellow Class 1A student, Higuri, and his roadblock Gundam. With then saying, "You bastard." With saying, "Ugh, Higuri, you took down Nomura just because she basically because she failed to defeat them in that of an honorable way. You make me sick, Nomura." With then soon preparing that of a barrage from his machine gun beam rifle. Within soon, Tamura begins to dodge out of the way, preparing his shots as well. This is all in the name of Class 1M. I know what I'm doing is wrong, and I know it seems dishonorable and disrespectful, but this is a battle to see on who can rise up in the ranks. Once we leave UA, being friends, classmates will mean nothing once we join that of a team and a crew. When Higuri saying, then the good times that we're supposed to build together, then all the times we work together to improve our skills and abilities for the next 3 years will basically be meaningless to you? Pointless? Don't make me laugh. So, if somebody like you is in the Gunpla course, it doesn't care about those who he works with, those who helps him improve. You have no right to call yourself a battler. With then soon preparing that of multiple missile shots from his backpack, and then even that of a powerful beam blast from his cannon as well, as Takamaki couldn't help but get annoyed at this. Within soon shooting each and every one of the missiles down before dodging out of the way from that of the massive beam blast. Within soon preparing multiple beam shots from his arms as well. Within saying, "Don't you understand? This is all in the name for our own futures, our own dreams of becoming Gunpla battlers. If it means basically stepping on one another to improve as well, then so be it." Within Higuri saying, "You're the one that basically convinced us to work together as a team, all 5 of us as classmates. So you're basically going off on that as long as it suits you. It's reasons like that." Within soon pulling out something from his shield, as it then begins to morph into that of a giant bazooka, as it being that of an atomic bazooka. With then saying, "I can't fully enjoy myself when I battle in Gunpla." After saying that, he soon pulls the trigger, as a massive missile was soon launched from the bazooka. Within soon, it begins to explode from basically being fired as well. Within, a massive explosion goes off on the missile as well, as it begins to take off that of many acres of the land from that of the Gunpla battle zone. With then, as for Tatsuya, he's basically able to get away from the burst. Within, thinking, damn him for getting in my way. I wanted to save her to basically defeat each and every one of my teammates. But then soon, pointing his beam rifle back at his classmates, saying, "I guess I got no choice but to bring down at least one of them before the rest, and then Class 1L." As this was going down, Izuku was heading straight for the Gundam Mark II burst, before then soon hearing somebody through his comms saying, "Found you, Izuku Midoriya!" With then soon seeing that of the black custom-made Gundam straight at him, as then he blocks one of the slashes coming right at him, within soon changing trajectory using his air platform, before then jumping off of it. Within it begins to basically crash into the ground. However, it's still intact, thank God. With then as Izuku lands on the ground with both of his GN bayonet sabers on ready. Within soon, the black mobile suit and the member of Class 1 and one of the members of Class 1M is prepared as well, saying, "I always wanted to fight against you, Izuku Midoriya, Tokyo champion." Within saying, "You're from Class 1M, are you not?" Saying, "Oh yeah, my name is Hinohando, Juto Hinohando, and this is my custom-made Gunpla that I created to bring you down. My Hellhound Gundam is ready to strike you down." After saying that, the red eyes began to glow. Within soon, on that the vents of the arms of the Exia Gundam, it begins to release that of particles that look like that of flames. With then soon, Izuku preparing himself as the blue particles coming off his twin GM drives of his Gundam 00 Sky begins to shine, begins to arise. Within saying, "Bring it on. I don't plan on losing right here." Within soon, the two begin to battle. As one battle begins, another battle begins to start as well. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to hear what you guys have to say. So, this is part 2 of the Battle Royale. This one is basically to introduce that of Class 1M, the other Gunpla class, as they're a class that's more serious on trying to rise up in the ranks of the Gunpla battle circuit after all, instead of that of Class 1L, who just want to be that of Gunpla battles who want to have fun besides just being famous and all that. Like how Class 1A is the ones who get the most of the spotlights, and Class 1B are basically those who are basically left on the side, like that in MHA. This is a class. These both classes are basically polar opposites of each other in this battle. So, but it seems that not everything is easy going between that of Class 1M though. So yeah, look forward to the next part. Any rate, if you guys like this, please like, comment, subscribe. Please hit that bell button when you guys want to keep up to date when I upload on the channel. Also, please check out my Discord, my gaming channel, my side channel, my Patreon, and Cash App. All linked in the description below if you guys want to check them out. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie signing out. Later, guys. Hope you all take care. Shiro, you know what to do.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!